Trouble here. I best move along. I'd sooner be home. Oh, not mocked by the likes of you.
Don't I'll stand for this.
Trying to provoke me?
That's quite enough.
Are you trying to provoke me?
Time to be heading home.
Tis no easy thing.
Danger
Live
is. Excuse me.
I suppose we scour this place anew. Who knows what we might find?
Indeed. Let us know if we can be of assistance, Arisen.
purpose does this contraption serve? Perhaps you might investigate, Arisen.
We pawns will be ready to respond, whatever the outcome.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
Troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and,
Dragon, heed my call. Your will is mine to command. Curses. This arrival of the true Risen is most inopportune. Sovereign of Vermin, the ritual must not be disturbed. Let not the Arisen approach. You can manage that, I trust.
It is of vital import that we have a word with Lord Basis. The Pretender need not be present. The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns!
I grant your weapon a magical boon. It shall be done. I'm here to aid you.
Your efforts are for naught, Arisen. Now, simply watch as this world's hollow and fruitless order is remade by my hand. The ritual is complete. The dragon comes. Behold! The Royce Dragon! By my power, the Dogma of Dragons is unmade.
You could ne'er understand, Arisen.
We must all be freed from the vulgar order wherein the dragon's existence determines all.
Arisen, you've doomed us all to a cycle.
Greetings, Arisen. Hast thou summoned the resolution to face me? Then answer me this. Why dost thou fight? Is it to reclaim thy flesh, thy stolen heart? Or is it to reclaim thy throne? I offer thee a choice. Grant unto me this life in my claws, and be gone from this place. Or stand and fight. Pitiable Arisen. The time for thou to make thy choice is come. Show me the path thou wouldst walk.
Go
live to claim thy coveted throne. Fight and thy life is forfeit. Thou wilt face the dragon's dogma. The decision is thine to make. Wilt thou prove thy subservience and face me? Or wilt thou instead seek glorious escape? I tire of thy wavering. Wilt thou not? Go, and thou shalt live to claim thy coveted throne. Intriguing. This then is thy will. Our party is done. We must fulfill our charges. I as the dragon, and thou as the arisen. Climb upon me. We shall depart for our true battlefield. Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? 'Twould become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into its save chaos, great and terrible. Surviving in such a world would be no simple matter. Shall not change with my death, nor shall it change with thine. Consider this. How it is thou came to be. How have the once closed paths before me come to be built? Think well, reason, but rest not. I will know thine answer through the strength of thy will. Thou shalt cut a swathe through the false benevolence enshrouding this world. Arisen, pitiable soul tossed by the winds of fate. Wilt thou slay me, or be slain? I know not how this story endeth. For the outcome was determined in a time before reckoning. And yet arisen, born of a hapless faith there is may be. Perchance, 'tis thy will, and thine alone, that couldst contest the great will of this world. Thou art too late. The hour is upon us. We must decide a victor, and in so doing, form a link in the chain that bindeth this wheel. Tell me, Arisen, what is thy desire? Is it to slay the dragon, thereby delivering darkness? Or dost thou seek conflict with mighty foes?
Give it to breath. Wise back. I beg you can.
An unending cycle. All is preordained. Even my death at thine hands. Yet perhaps thy will is great enough to put an end to it.
Why do you pursue me, Arisen? You have fulfilled your charge, are you not satisfied? Seek you greater status? Perhaps to rule the world entire? It is power you desire, you need merely spy out the path.
Your choice is thine, Arisen. By thy will alone can the course of the pillars of fate be altered.
You would still resist your fate. Understand you the folly of such a decision. Even the beating of your reclaimed heart was born of the great will of this world. Yet you would abandon it. Everything in this world, all that you have come to know as reality, is the creation of the great will. Should that will be lost, no mortal being can survive. However, if regret yet assails your spirit, then perhaps you should reaffirm your choice. Witness with your own eyes, or through the eyes of another, fate of this world.
Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? 'Twould become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into it save chaos, great and terrible. Surviving it so. The world would be no simple matter. Yet, if thy will is set upon beholding the truth, thou must demonstrate it.
No, stay away.
Pray. Turn back.
Leave now, while you can.
You have strayed, Arisen. And for what? Lest you forget. You have a world where you belong. There, you are to fell the great evil in your path and rule the people as their sovereign. For that is who you are. And it is my wish that you should live out that life of purpose. The time has come for you to return. Go. My children shall see you there safely.
Let us go home. Together.
To a world under your rightful rule.
To a world all your own.
This is your will? Then behold, a world unmerciful, bereft with benevolent hands and eyes. You find it strange. But this is your world. the world to which you longed to return. Alas, if only you had chosen to become sovereign. At the end of your travails, you could have ruled over these lands in perpetual peace. Yet that world of limitless possibilities has ended. You stand now upon its remains, the vestiges of a world that could have been so much more. Innumerable wills have served to deliver this world from extinction time and time again. You alone have refused to carry out that great purpose. What you see before you is the consequence of your apathy. Behold. As it has failed to be chosen, and as 'twill ne'er be read, this world will soon cease to exist. In the blink of an eye, the sickle of oblivion will reap aught that you have known. I would advise you not to waste these last moments. Explore the remnants of this world while you can. Perhaps, in doing so, you shall come to see the truth, and know the wretchedness of a world unworthy of being chronicled. How shall you fare, I wonder? Will you endure in this world, abandoned and unprotected?
Succubi arisen!
I shall see it done. vital you remain level-headed.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! I will finish this, here and now! Focus. A moment of decision may spell out.
All together now! We attack as one!
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
Ice attacks shan't have much effect against this boat.
Lion.
Striking the head will prove most effective.
That was blunt. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz, the Oracle, called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed, then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin you.
Oh, Master! How long I've slept! Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead. I admire your dedication, Master. 'Tis no small feat to hone one's skill so fine.
Whatever our squabbles may have been, I trust you understand that setting this world...
What was it I had planned for the morrow? Our research shall save the world entire.
Too quiet here for my liking.
The heavens heed this wish. 'Tis high time I began my meditation.
The only person I believe in is myself.
But I've much to do yet. Let's take it easy today. I need their activity.
Gentle scratch on my arm's end.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to search for an alternate route. Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
Could I have you ever no right?
My luck runs
That's
out.
enough. What am I
How do you like that? That's what you get.
I'm all over blood. You're going to regret
Not
that.
bad, eh?
Seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. What can be achieved without sacrifice? Follow me. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us.
Very well. I shall return.
Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical use. Few know the real nature of the dragon. Fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Truth of the dragon. There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
Resist if you can.
Your aid is appreciated. The month I spent with Lord Phasus was a queer experience indeed. Though my mind was perpetually unclear, I always felt your presence, Master. I cannot explain it.
What a singular creature. Is this what called the monsters forth? I should like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. There is much that might be learned from it. In an Why must fate be so cruel? Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Go, do what you must. I will remain here and continue my work. Someday soon, I will lay bare the truth of this world. And on that day, I will slip the yoke of this broken order that rules us all. Does my lifelong work hold no meaning any longer?
Never did I imagine such a dragon could exist. 'Tis a glad thing we felled it.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
We found a chest.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. I must ask you to wait till they conclude ere you seek an audience.
Sleep.
At least my back's not acting up today.
Couldn't hurt to put my feet up a moment.
May have if I hang about. Someone will buy the horse.
As well hang about. No rush.
Winches on all sides.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. that ye reap. Then I bid ye farewell.
As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
Well, there was a time I served our master as a mage. I can scarce believe how far I've come since then.
Bones! Walking bones!
Fire's fury shan't be of aid against this foe.
These beams are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. I grant your weapon a magical doom.
Foes of this caliber are hardly worth the effort.
Right you are.
Fell from the beast and breathed its last. I say it. We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as
a contraption of some kind. I know not what to make of it. How shall we proceed, Arisen?
We pawns will be ready to respond, whatever the outcome.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
Oh, 'twas but a trick of the light.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied, and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I, the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastman, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, for your path is just. And, fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
Have my support.
Since times of Eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. Remember, draconic blood flows through. Then I bid ye farewell.
The Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
I do not understand. What has befallen our world?
In truth, I cannot...
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you!
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
Sir Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarrelling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it. Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes. And should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
Flared tempers are understandable given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Batal.
That's quite enough!
As for me...
Tomorrow! Ah! You're just riding on your father's coattails!
You slander my honor, sir! I demand a duel. This is no business of yours. Be gone!
Now, Nabra, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
You have my gratitude, sir. Let us delay no further. Come, Scario. Prepare yourself.
Have at you!
Stay back, lest you get caught in the fray.
Have you lost your wits? Keep your distance!
Let's see!
How am I?
Don't let them get the better of you!
Bunch of sluggards. Back! I do not wish to injure you.
You dare violate the sanctity of our duel?
I admit it. I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay, 'twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory, but you fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen some sense. Were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up arms against petty slights, I say.
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Oi! I saw it first. Phew. Trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into him. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
All right, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies. I'll not take that from you.
You'll get what's coming to you.
You said it's bad to hurt people. Wow! Thanks, sir. Say, Rakim, would you like some? I can't eat all this myself.
Really? Thanks. That's mighty kind of you. If only our fathers could do the same.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them. Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, it would seem we were both but looking out for our children, eh?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we've both our children fed. We've no reason to quarrel.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
Outstanding.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose in our business. This is between us.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
Patience, thin. It's just too late. This will not go unpunished.
Try it like your life depends on it.
Rally! You have naught to fear.
Fine. This one's got thick skin.
You're telling me? I don't think I've got another punch left in me.
Bah. I can't stomach more quarreling after this. It's drained the fight right out of me.
Too right. I've clean forgotten what we were arguing about to begin with, if I'm honest.
I'll take the night watch.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
The citizenry speak highly of your deeds, Sir Arisen. It seems you have made rather an impact. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Methinks we can expect little opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your achievements. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day, Sir Arisen. I hope you will accept this humble reward for your efforts.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought to be willing to commence the evacuation now.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
Let's take it easy today. My nerves are acting up.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Time to hit the sack.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her ere they conclude.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude, for it seems your efforts have served to remind the people of this nation of their common purpose. We would present you with this gift, as a small token of our esteem, and wish you good fortune on your journey, wheresoe'er it may take you.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
That Retráctil and the rest down are now safely evacuated. I'm certain we can rely on Concern Milena to keep...
That was certainly worthwhile.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Days like this make me glad to be here.
Lots to do. A precious little time. Hope today's rules are plentiful. I'm a goner.
Looking for orders in particular?
Oh, I got to keep moving.
Can't make living it, get myself in.
Let's get to work. This looks as if 'twill take us someplace further afield. How we use it is at our discretion.
Dare say there'd be no harm in using this. I shall not fail you. Pray, light your lantern, Master. I lack information pertinent to this task.
Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Poison ought to be cured with all due haste. Hold fast, Arisen. I shan't let you fall.
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That's strategy.
Welcome, sir. Doubly so if you're here to buy. Hope to see you again.
Tis a ballista arisen.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
'Tis a mechanism for hauling freight, and it looks as if it could bear a significant load.
Might we not avail ourselves of its use?
I would gladly be obeyed, Arisen.
Battle is best avoided.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Are we to remain here?
Take care where you place your feet. A sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemies.
Skeleton, there! These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Well done! Excellent. I could have done no better.
Come, follow my example. Splendid.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
Let our bows power before lightning's crash.
I lack him. information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
There are more who can yet be saved.
Has been poisoned.
Focus your strength, Arisen. Tis broken, but methinks there is still a way forward here.
We can still prevail, though I fear for our chances.
We were unprepared for such a struggle. I shall heal you at once. Halt, if you please.
I shall return. I'm not interested. Oi!
Is there any lost coin purses about?
You're all out.
is not an enemy to be taken lightly. We must strike boldly and with presence of mind.
True enough.
That battle took more out of me than I would have liked.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
In relation to that, oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
I know precisely what a curative is.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. It is hard to imagine. Got to find this out.
Teach him a lesson.
Rolling is more tedious than it looks.
Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk us here whensoever we desire.
This is too much.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth. For yourself. Hope to see you again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Eh? Stop by again soon.
That's it. I've had enough. Have a look.
Reckon your row trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here...
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. I return safe and sound, and I dare say...
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Any monster should get to handle. We must face our foe in flinching.
However fearsome it may be. I grant your weapon magical boon.
All together now!
dragon was no ordinary. However fearsome it may be.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Of course. of the Arbor have long treasured these woods. It would sadden them to see it defiled by this creature.
Focus! Repelled by some miracle. Now this region shall be safe, at least for the time being.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
I see if the arbor
Bled with fury.
there is far more at
What
stake.
have we done to earn its ire?
Vindamund?
Ronde Minotaur. I shall tend to you, should...
Akael arume fa in Iterond. Etele in Lalastar.
More must be urged to evacuate.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
Lungtena peli telume, ane martir, tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa? Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne? Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Vanelin huror soron, sorne an fameltol, nullis amanda kill angadur femor. Kiriando an mindor hiroth?
Kemen Ross, Makasar, Arin Fel.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we... safe here?
Just about had my fill of this ruckus.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs just to be sure.
There, Master! Saurian!
Fire's fury shan't be of aid against this foe.
Water's amiss with the flow of time.
It seems this is no longer the world we know. There's no way to return things to how they were before.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Find a way to keep it from summon experience, lest we be faced with an unending horde.
It is a foe worthy of caution. Lord save our best will do. The enemy has called reinforcements. It seems they mean to match our might and the strength of numbers.
Do not despair. I'm coming to your aid.
To make it through this with barely a scratch.
Battle rate is on. Do not let down your guard.
Well done.
little hope of victory is best left.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say... Not even Burnworth is safe from the pool of destruction. Now we face a foe no less ruinous than the Black.
I will seek answer for every last innocent life is claimed.
Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
those foul presses.
Curative magics are at your disposal. Need to know that.
Is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
These are troubled times, but rest assured...
We must rest. Tis a perilous journey.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Let me get that.
We shall remain here.
All honest coin is made while the sun is high.
Mayhap I'll come here while the data is right.
This is more than I bargained for.
Oh dear.
Ah, my friend. Full glad am I to see you safe. All the more so in these calamitous times. If you have come on pressing matters, might I ask you to first bring them to Captain Brandt? I have come to depend upon his counsel, truth be told. Ah, if you have come on press...
I only pray my watch finishes without it.
Preparation's key. I up my training regime.
Some other time, maybe.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm kind of like for some decent sleep.
I shall do as you say.
Dead on my feet.
No shortage of easy snacks. Interested in my wares?
Oh. What does this say?
Let's have a look then.
Your Majesty. How glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may.
Of course.
We shall remain here.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health. Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you. But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. Do with me as you will. I fear you loathe me, Arisen. But I suppose that is only to be I fear you loathe me. I fear you loathe me.
I'd sooner stay out of battle. Where how are we to fight with such worn out gear? Wonder if anyone knows
It falls on me to resolve this.
When does my watch end?
I've got to return to the shift's only just begun.
A fine place to sit and gather one's
Would all my days so
This is
I
nice.
could
Place,
do
the
adventure.
more the merrier. Well met. Pleasure doing business with you.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeeper...
As long as I get my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. His Grace is welcome to them.
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master?
Splendid.
Bread on the table. Anyway, better than
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Wait for the new equipment to come. I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as dead. I'm in fine condition. Not sure why I've...
I fear you loathe me, Arisen. I fear you loathe...
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me,
My sword arm could use some work.
Yes? This was in Mother's room. I did wonder where it had gotten off to. But why would she... There's aught inside. 'Tis a... Might you excuse me? I would speak with Mother. Mayhap there is hope of changing her mind yet. All she did, all the scheming, all the plots, 'twas all for me, you see. So I cannot leave her to her fate. Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided, had I only been more attentive. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt. My son, you truly would make. Your kindness will save many lives.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
Can't say I have any tidings to share.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
To browse my wares. Quiet as a mill pond hereabouts.
During my time with Lord Phaesus, I found myself in a strange state of being. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your presence, Master. I cannot explain it. Mayhap 'twas made possible by the bond we shared.
Glad as this reunion is, it must have been a shock to find you all so changed from the way. We are under attack!
Let our foes cower before lightning's crack.
we are well prepared.
I've had enough.
I'll not suffer this to continue. Best sweep and dust before
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Vindamund. Jarmen ran soron.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by.
Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry. There is aught I would ask of you. That is regrettable.
Hoy! Looking... No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've
Pleasure doing business with you.
Since times of ebb, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser... drakes as well. Then I bid ye farewell.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you? Well, hello. Oh, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near... the border, where quarrels... Always a pleasure.
The Batali Knights use this place to train. You're not one of us, so I cannot imagine you've any business being here. Pray, leave us in peace. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense. But as for his wife, well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been a contentious sort. She'd have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on her. I can only hope that she will be more willing to listen to you, a third party, as to her. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
You have my support.
As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
It seems they bear us ill will.
We ought to proceed with caution.
You'll not get past me.
Battle is best avoided here.
Doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous times to be wandering about. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, but we'll manage on our own. I couldn't bear to be pressed in among those crowds.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear. Come hell or high water. Besides, I hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to Waterside, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. It seems we'll be accepting your offer after all, friend. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful, the path seems much changed since last reported.
That was certainly worthwhile.
I grant you, my things back.
I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Discovering what those clouds truly are may well be the key to everything.
If only we had some means of dispelling them. We must find a way. Methinks we could move this boulder, if we work together.
Shall we set it rolling? Hobgoblin!
To victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never occurred to me. Now that is a surprise.
Well fought, Arisen.
Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
Outstanding. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
It'd look better on me.
Arisen! Are you all right? You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. I'll gather this. It might be of use.
There's a chest. I shall take a look inside.
If I'd time to spare, I'd spend it in...
I am well enough, thank you.
Methinks these climes are ill-suited to habitation.
'Tis a lonely place, to be sure.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Ser Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
If I'd time to spare... Do you take pleasure?
Aye. What is it?
Beg pardon, sir.
I cannot abandon my post.
What I can do for you?
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. The man's something of a regular at our hot spring. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation. I must confess, could I prevail upon you to try your hand? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall...
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. It would be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we speak with him?
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Did you what? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Of course you'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine. I'll do it. Seeing as you're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word, I'll get them to safety.
Sir Lamon shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamont's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
Right you are.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Magma scales! There!
You've got to remain calm. I shall heal you at once. Wait a moment. I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
A door of sturdy make. It will be impassable without the key.
We must needs find the key.
The clouds encroach ever closer. It seems naught can be done to hold them now. Focus your strength, Arisen!
Thank you, friend. This place does not have long left, I fear. I'd gladly accompany you, leave me. But the others here? Well, follow me. You'll see what I mean.
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
'Tis a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see. Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit well with me. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good.
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here, and so we remain.
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain. And they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. I wonder why they saw fit to speak with you. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of what the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Listen, friend. I've a thought. If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. It should open any doors you come across. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well. I have a feeling he's still lurking about here somewhere.
This looks as if it will take us someplace further afield. How we use it is at our discretion.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
So the pawns were being held here by the power of this godsway. Now they ought be free to make good their escape.
I concur.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer. I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that the pawns are, I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word! Isn't this the Godsway? With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the refuge. Now there's no chance of any of them being left behind. Seems I've no end of things to thank you for, my friend. I appreciate all you've done here. I'll get the pawns to safety, don't you worry.
'Tis strange to think a godsway would be used to guide my brethren to safety, after all the woe they have caused us.
A result to be proud of. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Furthermore, oft do we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Since times of remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then? Another politically helpful.
They're too late to further one's trade.
Unexpected fare so well everywhere.
I must earn.
That's such peace.
Interested in my wares?
Where was it I saw those materials? Near Mount Alex.
Seems my feet always lead here.
Peruse at your leisure, sir. Well met, sir. How's the day treating you? Always a pleasure.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract.
If not for your aid, Gustava ne'er would have made it. I've come to look forward to your visit. If not for your aid, Gustava...
If I'm right in thinking...
Some of us get complacent. 'Tis my duty to hear the people's concern.
And your will is greatest of all.